one, am always eager to encourage people to be as curious as possible, to really like search out all of the questions that they find themselves asking in the world. But sometimes I have to wonder if science and curiosity can go too far. Yeah, somehow I haven't seen Floppy until now. So I'm kind of grateful for that gate. I'm not gonna lie. Because like, what kind of eldritch horror is this? Like, what? Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Okay. All right. I think we just chased away a very curious coyote. But I'm going to actually say that our wonderful mate over here, Relic, is not amused with this terrifying monstrosity where nature bats last, remaking the world one molecule at a time. Yes, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna leave Floppy alone. And we're gonna say that Floppy completely freaks Relic out and he wants nothing to do with her. And I'm going to have to say I do love the fact that you can stumble on her though, because what a fun Easter egg. Also, away you go, little coyotes. But alright guys, welcome back to our adventures here in Wolf Quest 3, where we are with Echo, the 6th generation of the Dawn Moon legacy, as she goes ahead and she continues exploring Leave Now Before It's Too Late with her mate Relic, as they go ahead and try to make their home here in the abandoned town, which really is just full of so many things that really make our wonderful Echo super curious. And Relic seems to be interestingly familiar with some of the human establishments. Not that, you know, these two have really seen humans very often. Though truly, now that I think about it, we did have, oh, what do we smell? I think there's just some deer nearby. That's all right. Relic, whoa, Relic! Oh, Relic, good eye! All right, I mean, if you want to go ahead and try to see... Oh, there's a den nearby! Good job, Relic! You have once again led us to potential food. And also, you know, safety for future pups. All right, maybe I can just... All right, here we go. There we go. This mule deer is actually kind of wounded, so I wouldn't mind if we could maybe work together. We're gonna have to catch her breath for just a second. She's actually not as strong as I thought she would be. Wow, and look at all the houses! I don't actually think we've properly been over here just yet. All right, let's go ahead and catch her breath for just a second. Our wolves are getting pretty tired. Relic! I think that he's still kind of freaked out from running into Floppy over there. There was just something that smelled really, really, really wrong about that there elk. And let's find where our food just ran off to. Down here? There she is. And I can hear a bunch of coyotes howling in the distance. I'm pretty sure if we target this mule deer just right, we might get lucky with going ahead and maybe being able to snag her. Wow, yeah, and I don't think we've actually visited these houses, or we have looped around in a bigger circle than I realized. Yes! All right. I hope Relic can catch up. Good job, Relic. Okay. And then we'll kind of take turns, Relic. That was the idea, at least. Oh, you've got this, come on! All right, we're so close! Oh my gosh, we're way so tired. Oh my god, just why does she get that extra burst of speed? Just because this deer is like frantically fighting for her life, she gets to have all of this extra energy all of a sudden? Oh, please don't tell me we're just gonna take her out in enemy pack territory. The Van Winkles, oh no! We've been injured? How rude! The Van Winkles shouldn't be anywhere around here anyway. They belong up to the north. I don't know who they think they are, trying to take over what should be some of our territory. Thank you very much. I wonder, are we actually close to their scent mark, or like more or less on top of it? I don't think so. But let's go ahead and give this a little howl, because this is going to be our territory. Thank you very much. And I can hear something or someone howling in the distance, but I actually think it's coyotes. Oh wait, that's not coyotes! That's not coyotes! That's not coyotes! And we are very tired and we have a leg wound. Dang it! That was my deer and everything! Aw, man! Were those seriously seriously Van Winkles? They were Van... What? What are you jerks doing over here? I'm going to cross the border and, like, mark on your territory just for that. And I'm going to come and steal some more of my food. Okay, that's just a deer. I thought that they, like, emerged from the bushes just ready to fight again. Okay, Relic? Okay, Relic? Really, let's not antagonize, perhaps. Alright. I say as we try to sneak into their territory once again. Because that's my food! We hunted that! Alright, these jerks, I'm gonna take their spot just for that. They ran to the other direction, so maybe we can go ahead and kind of sneakily... Is their territory mark nearby? Look, I don't care about you right now, dear. I want this spot. There we go! Alright, target acquired. I absolutely think that Echo, she's not very confrontational, just like Relic is not very confrontational. He prefers really kind of being around at the edges and trying to find ways to take over territory. Like that. Without getting into direct fights. So now that we have accomplished that much, let's go back to our kill. And we'll go ahead and snag a piece of food. And then I think that suddenly our wonderful Echo is going to realize, oh, I'm kind of tired. All right, back off, all of you. All right, there we go. Get a little bit of our food. And with a full stomach, Echo is totally gonna pass right out. Oh good, she closed her eyes. For just a second, I didn't think she was gonna close her eyes. And I was gonna be like, Echo dear, please, please. I really need you to close those eyes. That's just a little too creepy. But they're doing it, you guys. I love watching as their personalities really come out and start to emerge as they continue to explore and expand their very own territory. Let me see which direction we would need to go to strengthen this spot. So we're gonna let Relic eat, don't worry. But I think, yes. We're just a couple spots away from being able to go ahead and really strengthen up our territory. And then let's go back over to where our food is. We've still got a chunk of food right over here. And we still, I thought we had it, yeah, this carcass is still over there. And we're still kind of tired. So let's go ahead and sleep through the night again. Relic is going to sleep a little bit closer to the food. I think that the Van Winkles didn't really fight too hard for this area because it is very, very far from where they make their main territory way to the north. And I don't know, maybe they smelled Floppy. And they're like, actually, maybe you can have this spot. I don't know if I would stay here either. Oh, and the carcass is now gone. Okay, you know what? Let's actually offer this to Relic. And I think all of that sleeping might have helped our leg injury just a touch. I don't think Relic is currently injured, thankfully. And we just have a small speed reduction to our leg. But hey, we don't need a big one after all, since we're going to go ahead and hopefully get back on track for helping Generation 6, you know, the Dawn Moon Pack actually think about having their puppies. Yeah, what happened? Theoretically, we had a lot more territory than this. Okay, well, Echo, we need to go up to the north and then northwest. But hey, at least that happens to take us in the direction we kind of want to go for investigating and exploring anyway. And at least that gives us a chance for Echo to go ahead and claim more of this interesting territory. There have to be a few unusual dens that we might be able to go ahead and discover hiding inside of Allison Acres, because that would be really fun too. Oh, and now she's all covered in snow again. But I could see how maybe after all of the chasing and the exhaustion that they have gone through with the exploration of the last few days, and then running into a rival pack, I actually could see how it would be Relic encouraging her to go ahead and maybe focus, like, all right, if you really like this area, we should go ahead and we should make our stand. So we'll follow the river just a touch, just to see where these interesting scents take us. This is also ours. Oh, Echo would absolutely be like that. She would totally be one of those types who would just like pee on everything because she's like, this is mine, this is mine, this is also mine, yep, this is mine too. Not even because she's super territorial, but just because if she thinks it's interesting, then of course she wants it. And to be fair, I think that the way that these two fought up against the stranger wolves is so worthy of note of being so different from how the Dark Moon Legacy with Kaleidoscope actually fights. Because Kaleidoscope's mate Sulfur, he kind of just like pushes his way into territory and he immediately starts howling. At first, ooh, there's some bison. Okay, we'll just go give him a good sniff. We don't want to give him too much of a sniff. Let's just say you guys are going to find out that bison can be a little bit unlucky pretty soon. Totally no hints from the Starry Skies ancestors about adventures. Totally not at all. But, oh hey, there's a, really Fox, I think that your eyes are bigger than your fangs. I do not think that you're gonna be able to go ahead and take out those bison. Just personal thoughts here. But I could see how Echo, okay, please don't. That's right, we don't need any trouble. We just want to go ahead and kind of like look at you. There we go. Very nice. All right, and now without, oh, Relic thought that was cool. I think that I like the idea that he is happy that she really seems to be taking things. Oh, there's a cougar somewhere. All right, and let's grab another lucky rabbit's foot. Who's that? The Van Winkle pack again! Trying to claim the territory over to the east, are you? Alright, Relic. After we eat that lucky rabbit's foot. Now who is it? Wolves that are further away. I don't think we're running into the lucky pack, but let's start going to the west. Because I like the idea that Relic was so happy and excited and had a big rush of yay! See, and now our injury is healing because we've been kind of like taking it easy. We haven't been going on big explorations. We've just been sort of sticking to this area. Cow moose was nearby. Mule deer. Cougar, an hour ago. Oh, I love how curious Echo is. I wonder if it would be really fun to one day have a challenge, more mule deer, to one day have a challenge with one of our wolves where we would roll every day for their curious thing of the day. And then if we smelled that thing, like if it was dispersal wolves or dogs, we would have to go ahead and follow the trail as far as we could before it disappeared. I think that could be really fun because it would be just so delightful to go ahead, like there's the mule deer. Apparently, I don't know if I would do this as a deer, but they literally came right up to where like the lucky pack scent territory was. I mean, I'm not a deer, so I can't judge, but personally, if it were me, I would not be going in the direction of, in the direction of the wolves. Also, okay, snowshoe hare. I could have sworn I smelled a cougar a second ago. I could have sworn I smelled a cougar. I don't smell it now. And there's a snowshoe hare and apparently a den really close by. We should possibly be like stumbling right on it. See, I'm a little worried because what if it's an abandoned or about to be abandoned cougar den? Oh yes, okay, we took over this area too. I mean, that's good. And Echo has freaking found like 1.5 million dens, and I don't think it's the den we already discovered, is it? Because I don't think the dens you've discovered will show up like this. I wonder if it's a den that... Wait, what? Alright, I hear stranger wolves again. Oh. I think I see it! I think I see it! Oh, that's a cougar! Okay! Yeah, I see something! This is totally... Oh my gosh, if there's an abandoned wolf den, where is it? Where is it? So we smell the abandoned wolf den. I am so imagining that the cougar was staying at the abandoned wolf den. Okay, okay. Is this the den we were getting close to? I feel like we're getting much further away. I actually feel like I have been hoodwinked. Because I feel like the den was like right over here with the cougar. And I wonder, do cougars use the same sort of areas that wolves do sometimes? Like, okay, there's the cougar again. And I mean, there's our scent mark, and there's where the snowshoe hare was. Oh, see, this would just absolutely wreck our sense of curiosity. I don't think that poor Echo would be able to pay attention to anything else until she's able to figure this out. She's like, my senses tell me there is a den close by. I just can't find it. Oh, come on, Echo. All right, let's try going this direction. And we'll see. Where does your curiosity take you next, my dear? I have a feeling Relic's going to be like, we've found, you know, 11 dens. I don't know if we need more, but see? See? Okay. So, abandoned, is this an abandoned coyote den now? Huh. And here's the coyotes. And here's where Relic was. So maybe we're closing in? And it just kind of disappeared because, oh. Okay, so there's a deer. I think we're practically on top of it. And again, I feel like these are particularly unlucky deer. They go ahead and they're like making their home at potential wolf dens and right where wolves have like left their territory spots. Okay, we're going really far. But is this? I guess this is a den we've already found. Okay. Something tells me I don't think this is the one we're supposed to be at, but you know what? At least it is ours. But all right, guys. I think that Relic is definitely becoming perhaps a little bit more aware at the pros and cons of his very curious mate's, well, personality. And how there can be some really strong benefits to having such a curious mate, but there could also be some things that, you know, make actually making some territory Relic make actually establishing your territory take a little bit longer than perhaps it should. But I think that, you know, even though there's tons of other wolves howling in the distance, Echo is totally going to start getting serious about this. Totally. Just after another nap or so. So, all right. We'll have to see if we can finally finish establishing the spots that we are going to claim as our own, and if we're going to be able to pick out the perfect den next time. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I have a feeling that the pups might be very soon, so do leave your pup name suggestions behind, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!